Look, I've seen it all. I've run kitchens in London, Paris, and New York. I've screamed at chefs who couldn't tell a scallop from a bloody coaster. But this place, this is something else entirely. It's called the Baratie All Blue, and it sits right where every sea in this mad world crashes together. The North, South, East, and West Blue all meet here. A place they said was a myth, a fairy tale for old sailors. But this chef, this blonde-haired, chain-smoking pirate named Sanji, he found it. And then, the absolute madman built a restaurant on it. Right on the water, a floating sanctuary. It's brilliant. Utterly, brilliantly insane. The restaurant itself is a marvel. It's got the charm of an old-world galleon, but the soul of a five-star kitchen. The air smells of salt, adventure, and something delicious sizzling on the grill. You step on board, and you leave the world behind. It doesn't matter if you're a king, a marine, or a pirate with a bounty bigger than my ego. Here, you are just hungry. Sanji built this place not just to cook, but to prove a point. That a good meal can solve anything. It can stop a fight, mend a broken heart, or just remind you that you're alive. It's a bold claim, but when you taste the food, you start to believe him. Getting here is half the adventure. You don't just book a table online, you numpty. You follow the legends, the whispers on the sea winds. You navigate through treacherous waters and dodge sea monsters. It's a pilgrimage for food lovers. The clientele is a rogues gallery of the Grand Line. I saw a fishman arguing with a giant over who got the last piece of Sea King tempura, but there's no violence. Not here. Sanji's rule is simple. Inside his restaurant, everyone is family. You respect the food, you respect the staff, and you respect your fellow diner, or you get a flaming kick to the face. Simple. What Sanji has created is more than a restaurant. It's a destination, a safe haven. He took his dream, the legendary All Blue, and decided to share it with everyone. He didn't hoard it for himself. He opened his doors and his kitchen to the entire world. That takes guts. It takes a level of passion that most chefs can only dream of. He's not just serving food, he's serving hope on a platter. It's a place where the lost can find their way, guided by the aroma of a perfectly cooked meal. And let me tell you, that aroma is better than any compass. Now let's talk about the food. Sanji's cookbook, a culinary adventure in the All Blue, is a map of his life. Every dish tells a story. Every recipe is a memory of some godforsaken island or a tribute to his ridiculous crew. He calls them his family. You've got the Luffy's meat on the bone, which is exactly what it sounds like. A gigantic, perfectly roasted piece of meat that would make a T-Rex weep with joy. It's primal, it's messy, and it's cooked with so much love it's almost idiotic. It's a dish for a man with a bottomless stomach and an even bigger heart. It's simple, but it's perfect. Then you turn the page and find something completely different. Nami's meek and tangerine tart, a delicate, elegant dessert that's as sweet and sharp as the navigator it's named after. It's a taste of her hometown, a reminder of where she came from. The cookbook has a little note from Sanji next to it. For my beautiful Nami swan, a dessert as radiant as her smile. Don't even think about charging for it, the cheek on this guy. But the tart is sublime. The citrus cuts through the richness, a perfect balance. It shows his range. He can go from a brute's feast to a refined patisserie in a heartbeat. The journey continues with every chapter. Zoro's onigiri, simple rice balls made with the finest sea salt. Sanji complains in the recipe notes that the swordsman would eat them even if they fell in the dirt, but he still makes them with care. He insists on using the best rice, the perfect amount of salt. Why? Because even his rival deserves a decent meal. Then there's Usopp's spicy skypiea curry, a dish inspired by their trip to an island in the sky. It's packed with exotic spices and a heat that tells a story of courage and tall tales. Each ingredient is a souvenir from their travels. This isn't just a collection of recipes, it's a logbook, a culinary diary of the Straw Hat Pirates. You can taste the sands of Alabasta, the chill of Drum Island, and the mystery of the Florian Triangle. Sanji doesn't just remember his adventures, he cooks them. He translates the chaos, the friendship, and the sheer lunacy of his life into flavors that anyone can understand. He took the whole world, with all its madness and beauty, and put it on a plate. That's not just cooking, that's art, you donkeys. What I admire about this cookbook is its honesty. Sanji isn't trying to be some poncy Michelin star chef, he's a cook for the people. The recipes are straightforward, written with a swagger that's both funny and inspiring. He'll tell you to chop the onions with the fury of 1,000 kicks, or to whisk the cream until it's as soft as Robin Chuan's lovely hair. It's ridiculous, but it works. He makes cooking feel like an adventure, not a chore. He wants you to have fun in the kitchen. He wants you to put on some music, pour a drink, and enjoy the process. He's also a bloody genius when it comes to ingredients. He learned from his master Zeph the philosophy of waste nothing. A fish head becomes a rich broth, vegetable peels become stock. He sees potential in everything. This book teaches you to respect your ingredients, to understand where they come from. He'll tell you exactly how to fillet a fish with surgical precision, then use the bones to make a sauce so good you'll want to propose to it. His passion for food is infectious. You read his words, and you want to run to the kitchen and start cooking immediately. The best part? He believes everyone deserves to eat well. Everyone. The cookbook is full of options. There are vegan dishes that are hearty and flavorful, not just a sad plate of lettuce. He has a whole chapter on gluten-free cooking that doesn't taste like cardboard. He's got meals for kids, for the elderly, for people who are sick. His philosophy is simple. If you are hungry, he will feed you. It doesn't matter who you are or what you can or can't eat. He will find a way to make you something delicious. That is the mark of a true chef, not ego, but generosity. This book is filled with his personality. There are little doodles in the margins, probably drawn by his shipmate Usopp. There are photos of his friends looking ridiculously happy while stuffing their faces. Sanji's notes are everywhere, offering encouragement, flirting with the female readers, and taking jabs at his crewmates. Don't let that moss-headed swordsman near the good sake while you cook this. It feels personal. It feels like you have Sanji in your kitchen with you, guiding you, and occasionally calling you an idiot in the most charming way possible. At the end of the day, this book isn't just about food. It's about what food does. It brings people together. Sanji's cooking is the glue that holds his chaotic crew together. Think about it. A rubber boy, a three-sword fighter, a money-obsessed navigator, a liar, a talking reindeer. It's a recipe for disaster. But they sit down at the table, and Sanji serves them a meal. And in that moment, they are not just a pirate crew. They are a family. They share stories. They laugh. They fight over the last chicken wing. The food is the centerpiece of their bond. This cookbook captures that magic. It encourages you to cook for the people you love, to invite your friends over, even the ones who annoy you, to share a meal with your family. Sanji writes about how a simple hot pot can warm up the coldest nights and bring the quietest people out of their shells. He believes that a shared meal is a sacred thing. It's a moment of peace in a world of chaos. It's a way to create memories that last longer than any treasure. He's not just selling recipes, he's selling connection. The global reaction has been insane. From the Four Blues to the Grand Line, everyone wants a copy. Seasoned chefs are amazed by his creativity, and beginners are inspired by his accessible approach. I've seen hardened Marines trying to bake his tangerine tart. I've heard of rival pirate crews calling a truce to try one of his curry recipes. He's managed to do something incredible. He has united people through their stomachs. It's a testament to the power of a well-cooked meal and the passion of the man who makes it. This cookbook is his legacy. So do I recommend this book? Absolutely. Get it, read it, cook from it. It doesn't matter if you're a fan of the Straw Hats or if you've never even heard of them. This is a book about joy, adventure, and the simple, profound pleasure of feeding people. Sanji is a brilliant chef. He's a hot-headed, girl-crazy, chain-smoking pirate, yes, but in the kitchen, he is a master. He cooks with his heart, and this book invites you to do the same. Now get in the kitchen and cook. Don't just stand there like a frozen cod. Chop chop.